Lovely to see you. You look cheerful today. Hopefully our lesson will be very successful. Yes or no?
Yes.
All right, take this. What have we been talking about these days? For example, yesterday at our lesson we talked about
Jobs.
jobs. Yes, and that was very seriously. These are serious matters for you to choose the job. You are on the verge of choosing the job, aren't you? Yeah.
Yes.
Choosing the majors which are needed for the future job. Yeah. But relax. I'd like you to relax a little bit. And why don't we play? Yes, good idea?
Yes.
Good idea. Why not? So, it's called 1 minute, just a minute. So, this is a very beautiful device. It's a timer. Within 1 minute, you will think of the job, of any job, without naming it, and then telling your desk mate, what is this job like? Describe the job, and in terms, and within minutes, your partner should guess what the job is. If he doesn't, you have to keep on talking, non-stop, within minute. As soon as the minute finishes, you may tell him the answer, if he doesn't guess. If he guesses and the minute is not up, you both will have to discuss this job, to add what hasn't been said, or to give examples. The point is not to stop talking, right? If you fail and if you make pauses, so unfortunately you'll be found with these bright sheets of paper. So, is it clear?
Yes.
All right. In terms, think of the job. In terms, you are talking about any job, and let your deskmate guess what the job is. So, Yaroslav, as soon as you are the only one, not to be bored, I'd like you to join, for instance, girls. Join them, and in Troika, you'll be doing that. Okay, think of the job and get started.
Don't need special qualifications to these jobs. Expert for driving license. This job deals with the public
It's not my dream, but I job you are working. It's very shift work. If someone calls you will be very fast to help this person ask you.
It is quite stressful because of the traffic, because passengers are often in hurry.
When people need help, you can give them things to...
Minute! Alright? If your partner doesn't guess, tell him what job you thought of. And another minute for another deskmate. 1 minute, go ahead. Oops.
This job is
taxi is really good profession, but I think it's badly paid sometimes, and probably it's very shift work because you have to drive people at night and during the license. I understand car can be given to my company. Yes, I think it's a very interesting job earn money. Yes, but there are a lot of people that riding drugs on the
1 minute is up. All right, thank you very much. So, well, unfortunately, I haven't found anyone with these sheets of paper. So you kept on talking, and nobody stopped. Nobody made pauses. Did you succeed? Did your classmates succeed to guess?
Yes.
Yes, yes. They were successful in guessing the jobs. All right. So, and while we are talking, while you see the job, what job to choose, what is important for you? What is the first step which influences your choice? What is the first step which influences the choice of the subject you are going to learn for this job, or the university you are going to choose? What is the first step?
Payment.
Huh?
I guess
Payment.
Payment. Well, generation, 21st generation, except for payment. So
Probably your interests.
your interest. Firstly, your interest, and then
Skills, what you need to do.
so
with,
it's something about personal qualities, right? And how about the jobs themselves?
I mean, it is important to how it is popular in our life.
Aha, whether it's a prestige
Yes.
job or not. So what else? What else about the job itself?
Where can we work, for example, indoors or outdoors?
Aha, so the conditions of the job. What offers does the job give you?
Perks and bonuses.
Aha, perks and bonuses. So what factors influence the job, and what factors are valuable in this job? Yeah. So
Yes.
and Yaroslav.
Many companies don't ensure employment, so it is very important to choose their firm you will work on.
All right. So the first objective. So today the topic of our lesson is evaluating jobs, the jobs themselves, to analyze whether this job suitable for you or not. Right? In order to make a appropriate choice. Yeah. And the objectives of our lesson will be, so at the end of the lesson you will be able to say and to articulate, to formulate what factors in the jobs are important for you. Yes, what factors? Well, you don't need to write it in front of you, and you will see that. What factors? What else? You mentioned the conditions, the payment, the perks and bonuses. It's what? It's what attracts you in the job. Yeah. What attracts you? What attracts you in the job? And the third one. Whether these factors are valuable to you or not, right? Whether you are you are interested in that or not, or whether you are indifferent. Yeah. What you value, what you value in the job. So these are our objectives, and at the end of the lesson, we'll see how able you will be to speculate about these points while choosing the job, right? And of course, if we are going to take this aspect and to say about the jobs themselves, about the qualities of the jobs, what do we need to express our ideas? Agata, what do we need?
In your words.
New words, a range of vocabulary. A range of new vocabulary. So, expressing this, Nadia?
Special grammatical structures
Grammatical, not to forget about grammatical structures and coherent speech, yeah, with linkers and logical ability. Great! You're well prepared. All right. Now, to start with, I'd like you to open the books, page 22. And to look at the speech bubbles in the text, what do you want from work? That is very compatible with our objectives today. So, what do you want from work? So, there are 9 bubbles on it, all in all, and your task is why don't we see what other people think about different factors and about different characteristics of the job? What's important for them? Firstly, start with others' opinion and then formulate your own opinion, right? Is it reasonable? Right? It's reasonable. So, let's find out what factors are valuable for other people in a job. For that purpose, you'll be splitted in groups. As soon as there are nine bubbles, there will be 3 groups. I'd like you to split in 3 groups. It's 4, 3, 4. All right? So turn to each other. Oh, thank you, guys. Turn to each other. Turn to each other. And you'll be given sheets of paper. As soon as there are 3 bubbles, 3 sheets of paper, and put the numbers of the bubbles. You are taking the first 3. You are taking the second 3, right? And you girls for the last 3. And on each paper, you have to put the number of the bubble, of the opinion, right? And find out the facts which are very important for this person and put them on the list. Yeah? They extract the facts, the main facts people are interested in the job, and put it on the list. As soon as you are finished, so you will come up to the board and stick it to the board, stick your sheet of paper to the board with these qualities, with these characteristics. Is it clear? Is it clear? The method how you will be doing that, it's up to you. Either someone is responsible for writing, someone is responsible for speaking, but it should be only English language, all right? I give you 3 minutes. 3 minutes, guys. 1, 2, 3. Go ahead. Start working in a group. If you need crayons, you may take crayons. English, only English. For your Russian, you're fine. Don't forget about that.
It's important
The player is very difficult to write this.
For example, take what number? You're reading. Everyone is in charge with different bubbles, right? It's easy. And you're reading and extract the main factors for this person. What is meaningful? What is significant for this person? What features of it? Speak.
Must be
So you've taken the 8, or the 8, and Nadia is writing. So what is it? What? This what? Ability? Disability? What is he wants to see that. Yes, put it here. What is it? It's what is important is Trello. Write it down, Trello.
was dropping
How will we see
Fifth. So factor is working with others. Put it working with others. Just from the text, exactly with these words. Factor. Satisfaction is for the first one, right? Satisfaction of what? Job satisfaction. Job satisfaction. Well, put it. Job satisfaction.
So how do we write? Draw satisfaction. Just positive
Makes people happy. And how yes, that's it. Alright. And here, the silver is on the wrong.
is much more important than salary.
And that's it. No other phrases. So she. Well, where is it? She. Do you need another minute?
Yes, of
Another minute? All right, 1 minute more, please. Check your mistakes and she. Put it. So, what else? There must be something else.
What's to do with the light?
What is important?
Salary.
Well, put it here.
Okay.
So, are you done with yours? Everything on one sheet of paper. One sheet. So I was supposed to do that in different sheets of paper for each person. That was the idea. But anyway, the content is. So this is the first, the second, and the third.
Yes.
Right? Okay. Ready? No? Girls, please. All right. Boys, if you are ready, you may come up to the board and stick your posters to the board, please. Just rank them. Start with the first, second, third, etc., etc. So, a minute for you to get organized. Another minute for you to get organized. So, English. So, working with others, teamwork. All right.
Oh yes.
Have you done?
Double.
Everything. All right, come on.
Why you
So the first, the second, the third, etc., etc. The second, the first, and all right. Sit down. Wait for others. So go, come up to the board and put it. Be quick. So your
As beautiful as
very distinctly. Yeah. It's the seventh. Seventh should go here somewhere. Boys, we are waiting for you. Pavel, Roma.
1 second.
So, while you are waiting for the others, think of the person who will be in charge to comment of your results. To comment. And in 1 or 2 sentences, complex sentences, to summarize what you've worked out. And what factors did you find with other people which are very special exactly for those people? Here. The third, the fourth? All right, let it be. English. So, did you get my idea? So these are the factors with new vocabulary, right? So was it easy, by the way? Was it easy to elicit? Was it clear for you? Yeah?
Yes.
All right, everything. Now, the person on the behalf of the group, one person, think of the person who will be in charge, on the behalf of the group, will comment what you found out in 2-3 sentences. I give you for each person only 1 minute, for each person on the behalf of the group. Do you understand? So, and while the person is commenting, you, in your books, mark each speech bubble from 0 to 5. Mark from 0 to 5. Put the mark for each bubble. If you completely disagree, it's 0 with these factors. If you completely agree, it's 5, right? If you partly agree or you disagree with only 1 point, something in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. Yes? Understand?
Yeah.
Understand? Yeah. Get ready, pick up the pencils or pens, and get ready to mark the factors which are either important or unimportant for you while the person is evaluating. All right? Got the idea? Yes, let's start. 1 minute for the person in charge with the speech. Who is speaking on the behalf of your group? Kirill? Andrei? Andrei. All right. Andrei, get set go.
For the first person,
All right, you may, yes.
the first person, salary is not the most important factor. She wants to make people happy and help them. Job satisfaction is much important, is very important too. For the second person, the most important thing is payment. But she don't want to work on hours or do boring job. I think it's a dream job. The third person said that she want to have enjoyable job. The salary is not much important. Is not much important for him. That's all.
That's all. So, what's your personal attitude? Who do you agree with mostly?
I can't agree with
Any of them.
With any of them. I want to have the I want to have an interesting job, well-paid job, and enjoyable.
So, but find the
factors.
compromise and put the marks for these speech bubbles. Go back to your seat and mark your speech bubbles and find a compromise. Whether you disagree or you are not with any of them completely, put the marks. Have you put the marks for these 3 first bubbles? Yes?
Yeah.
Yes, all right. According to your importance, what's important to you? Agata, why? Where have you done it? So what did you give for the first? What mark did you give for the first? 3. Put it 3. So what did you give for the second? 5. All right. It means a complete agreement. Yes. And Simeon, the third one?
5.
The 5. And the second one? 5. All right. So now the second group. The second group. 1 minute. By the way, back to Andrusha's speech. Has anybody noticed the common mistake in his speech? Common mistake. He's made a mistake. She doesn't. She thinks. Don't forget about that. Okay, it's not so bad. It's not well. All right, go ahead.
Okay. The first person, man, said, says that the job must develop you. So this is a very important factor, because nowadays it's very important to stay motivated and to love your job. So it's an easy way to love your job and to be interested in.
And you personally agree?
Oh yes.
Yes. Give five to this person. Yeah. To these factors. All right.
Yeah. The first one is saying that he is he is interested in work with other peoples, and it's basically teamwork. The sixth person wants to have a lot of holidays and flexibility to work from home or choose your house.
Choose
your
hours. Choose your hours. So, these are the factors for other people. Mark them, please. Put the marks. While listening, you are putting the marks from 0 to 5. Thank you very much, Pasha, and do just the same. So, hours altogether.
Hours.
Flexible hours altogether.
Flexible hours.
All right, Pasha, hours.
Hours.
Good. And the girls. No. You're wonderfully split it in a groups. Boys, vice girls.
A person from the seventh bubble likes working outdoors, and he prefers the job which connected with the environment or nature. So he has some benefits from these jobs. It is
the mark.
fresh air, and also it is beautiful nature around him. Also, this person likes traveling, and he wants to see cultures and dishes from the other countries. So I agree with him, and it is it attracts me.
Everybody, it attracts you personally. And
the nice person want to get ahead, get a promotion, and she likes challenging work, but it is risk enough.
Risky enough.
It's risky enough. All in all, it is very different jobs, and there are no common things at all.
Now, but personally, you will assess what is important for you, whether you agree with these arguments or not, with these factors. All right, thank you very much. And have you noticed again one mistake? The same.
The same?
The same. She wants. She wants. He wants. All right. So now you have the marks, and we are going to build a diamond. It's factors diamond. Write it down. Factors diamond. I'm not very good at drawing, but anyway, it must look like that. Diamond. Does it look like diamond? Probably. And so, at the top of the diamond, you will put those factors and that number of the bubble which you agree with that and which you prefer also. For instance, if working long hours don't care. I don't care for about working long hours, but what interests me is the salary. I would put 2 at the top, yeah. And of course, the least important factor for me will be here. For instance, working at home and have flexible hours. I would put this bubble at the bottom. For instance, it's 6 or 7. I don't know. And what is more important, less important? It's something in the middle. What's the idea? Yes? All right. Do it, please. Do it very briefly. While you are doing that, formulate your ideas, decide on your choice, and get ready to explain. Verочка, it shouldn't be so...
The highest is most important.
The highest is most important. The topest is most important. The most important factor for you.
Yeah.
Because you mark them and choose the max 5s and put it on the top and or somewhere nearby. Think it over. It's interesting. And get ready your proofs. Why do you think that? Get ready to prove it. To give your examples. Why do you prove it? Don't forget about linkers, about well-built speech while you are sharing your ideas with your partner. Ready? Yes? Factor diamonds. Yes. All right. Now, ready. Yaroslav, are you ready? Yes. Yes or no, Yari?
Yeah.
So, now you are working with a partner in different pairs. No, Simeon, in different pairs. In order to share your preferences, in order to share your priorities with your partner and give explanation. And as soon as you finish, I give you 2.5 minutes to do that, to complete the task. And as soon as you finish, I'd like you to give the feedback to the class about what's common and what's different in your preferences about the factors you are interested in a job. Got the idea?
Yeah.
Good. Now, 2 minutes for you. And the pairs. Tom vertically. So Roma with Yaroslav. Pasha, will you join Susha and Agata and you girls? Be quick, be quick, be quick. Get, set, go. Non-stop speaking, using new vocabulary.
What is the reason?
No rush.
I guess about to tell but any prospects and respect
I don't like this.
So, no, it means that you can get a promotion. In a perspective,
This is my challenging job. I don't like this. I'm good at this challenging.
you can't raise your salary if you don't have any perspective? What is
What about director? I can get the promotion, but I don't.
Because what about want to work outdoors, flexibility or so this one, help people. You want to be a director and help people with good salary and no change of promotion. It's like a nurse in medicine.
Exchange.
Also, of course, salary. One of the
outdoors and you think that working with okay, we got some income. I mean 5 to 7
is
job which I enjoy.
Think of, if you're done, think of the differences of your factors. What factors are different? All right, time's up. So did you enjoy sharing ideas with each other? So, and now back to our objectives. So we set them up and we hoped at the beginning of the lesson that you will learn how to say, how to express your ideas about the factors, what attracts you in a job and what you value in a job using a range of new vocabulary. That's why give a feedback of what you've discussed in pairs using a range of new vocabulary and express what's common and what's different with both of you and what are your priorities, what are your preferences. So give a speech about your discussion and using new vocabulary. All the rest, what are all the rest doing while you are listening? Assessment.
Right now.
What do you assess? What do you focus on?
Linkers and
Linkers and new words. Count the new words in a speech. All right, let's get started with Kirill. Kirill, you're welcome. Yes, you may come out.
So I was talking with Semyon about our factors, and we have a lot of in common. So firstly, we think that service training and getting better in your profession is one of the main factors, and also good salary is really important. We both think that working outdoors in indoors and working with other people is less important than other factors. Actually, I think that helping other people is the least of the factors. But Semyon thinks that the least factor is, can you
Least important.
Least important, yes. is 9 is
Challenge.
challenging work and
Having challenging
get a
work.
promotion.
Challenging.
Yeah,
I'm too lazy.
Thank you.
but the problem is that he wants a good salary and is but he don't really he doesn't want to get a promotion or something.
So lots of contradictions, lots of just conflicts in Simeon, no balance. All right, thank you very much. How many words have been used? So, was he able to express his opinion?
Yes.
Yes, quite able. How many words? What words have been used?
Outdoors.
Salary.
Salary.
New goals.
No, and not as many as as expected. Yeah. You could have been better even in using vocabulary. All right. Now, tell me, as the bell rings. Tell me. Do you feel, raise your hands, who feels satisfied with his speaking at the lesson and who thinks that he is able now to tell about the factors which are important? Okay. Honestly. All right, take a break and we'll continue.